So James came over yesterday. I thought this would be a funny story to tell because James came over yesterday, and I wound up not making a video because James came over, and then I wound up playing games with Dennis all night, and almost didn't make videos today, but Dennis, it was just problems all night with gaming, so it was like fuck it. But yeah, so James came over. And I was in the mood to buy some games. I had been thinking about buying a couple of games for a while. And I bought them. I bought Battleship. Love Battleship. And I bought Mortal Kombat XL, the Mortal Kombat 10 with everything. Right? They're cheap, so I'm like, fuck it. I've been thinking about it for a while. I want to get them. So I got them. And James was over. So I'm like, well, let's play Battleship. So we played Battleship, and James didn't win. I did some dirty ass shit in the one game. I'll admit, I don't care. I put all the ships on the wall, on the side and on the bottom, and then I put my baby ship like up there at the top to see if I could distract him with it. And man, he fell for it. He just all over the place up in there. And just ignored the walls. Never found my ships. Fucking pretty much all. He killed my baby. That was it. Fucking just decimation. Just I am the best fucking captain in the world. I'm destructive. And and then we played some Mortal Kombat. And that didn't go very well. I think he beat me like twice. Two out of 6, I think. But what started it was I got the Sega arcade, like the random Sega games, and we were playing Virtual Fighter 2. We wanted to play Virtual Fighter 2, and it's a fucking terrible game, and you just knock people out of the ring. That's all it fucking is. So I just kept knocking him out of the ring over and over and over again. And I think he won like once then. And it's funny because James hates to fucking lose, and it makes me laugh. Nobody likes to fucking lose, everybody hates to fucking lose. It's not like he's, ridiculous about it, but it doesn't take him long to get tired with shit. But it's funny because it reminded me of a funny story of the first time that James came over to my place to hang out. James was my supervisor at my last job. And I worked for him. And we were talking one night, and I'm like, yeah, fucking come on by, dude. Like, we was going to hang out and do things I'm not allowed to talk about. Not the one thing, but definitely the other thing. And we were going to play games. And this was years and years and years ago. Neither of us do that sort of thing anymore. This was a decade ago, right? So, yeah, fucking James came over, and I'm like, I'm just saying, people don't usually like to play games with me, so I'll make it fun. You know what I mean? It'll be competitive and fun. It's good, right? And he's like, well, dude, don't fucking let me win. And I'm like, oh, I won't let you win. I'll be competitive, but it'll be fun, right? I'll push you. And he's like, all right. So we were going to play Tony Hawk. Now, with me with video games, I have a very sharp learning curve. I don't know shit, and then all of a sudden I know everything. It works. I figure them out like that. It doesn't take me very fucking long. So he knows this, and well, he didn't know this at the time, but whatever. He knows it now. But so I didn't learn Tony Hawk. I was taught by the master. Fucking Mike. Dude that I used to live with, dude, this cat that I used to be friends with in high school, man, this fucking guy, dude, he was good shit. He was fucking amazing at that game, and he taught me everything he knew. Made me amazing. And again, it was I didn't know fucking shit, and then all of a sudden I knew everything. But it was funny because it was like I didn't know shit, and then I knew a little bit, but didn't realize what there was above me. And then, so we always played horse. And we would play bitch. Bitch. B-Y-T-C-H. Bitch. So you're spelling out bitch. And yeah. So it's like you do, you go your run and you do a trick. and then James go his run and do a trick, and then you switch off back and forth, and then whoever scores the higher points, the person with the lower points gets the letter, and whenever you spell a bitch, you're the bitch, right? That's the game. So I go for my run, and I just do kind of a simple trick, just nothing fancy. I'm like, there you go, man. And he fucking busted out a pretty decent trick. And I'm like, alright. I'm like, you know how to play this? And he's like, yeah, I know how to play this. And I'm like, but like, do you know how to play it? And he's like, what do you mean? I'm like, well, there's playing the game, and then there's like really playing the game. I'm like, are you good at this? And he's like, I'm pretty good. And I'm like, alright, man. So I come to find out that James thinks he's as good as I did when I did, before I was taught. And I'm like, uh-oh. So I kept it competitive. It took a lot out of me because, man, when you're really good, you just want to rip off, like when you're in the easy areas, you just want to rip off fucking amazing tricks because you can. And and I couldn't. So, yeah, we kept it fun and fair. And we played some games, and he had a good time, and he won some, and and I won some, and it was pretty even, and it was all fun and fair. And he's like, all right, he's like, you've been fucking around for an hour now, and he's like, fucking, let's really do something. So you get like 2 minutes to run around the track and do a trick, and if you're still in the middle of doing a trick, it'll give you additional time. I whipped out like a 5-minute trick. I just fucking rode around the board like I think 3 or 4 times and just racked up like 300,000-400,000 points. And he's just sitting there watching me, and he's like, you can just keep going after the time runs out? I'm like, until I end the trick, yeah. And I fucking go, and he's like, I've never seen anybody do this before. And I'm like, yeah, I was just like you once, and then a master taught me. I'm like, I will teach you, young one. And dude, fucking, man, from that point forward, James never wanted to play games with me again. And I was like, yeah, man, I'm used to it. Nobody ever wants to play games with me because... But then we played a lot of UFC. And he was damn good at UFC. James taught me. James was the master that taught me how to play UFC. That motherfucker beat the shit out of you. I don't care how good you are. He will fuck you up. Unless you're one of those, 5-year-olds that just does nothing but play it all day. He's pretty good. He's one of those type of people where, like, he'll be like, how good are you? And if you're like, oh, yeah, I played a pretty good amount, I'm pretty good. He'll be like, okay. And then he'll just kind of play with your skill level, see where you're at. He'll toy with you for a couple of matches and then just fucking put you in your place if you beg him to. But, yeah, that's his game. And my game is pretty much everything else. Racing he's good at. Yeah. He's good at the racing games. He'll fuck you up in a racing game. And he always beats me in football. But I don't play football because fuck football. I can't play that shit anymore. It's not fun anymore. I miss fucking NFL Blitz, the old one, where you just throw 90-yard fucking touchdowns. But yeah, I just thought it was funny. I thought it would be funny to tell that game, fucking James. But all right, you've been fucking around now. Let's see what you can really do. It's just the look on his face as I'm just fucking running around the board over and over again. I looked at him. I was just like, dude, he was... But yeah. So, there you go. I don't know. It's just a fun story. James was over. We played games. He lost terribly. Made me laugh. Figured I'd fucking share it. That's why I don't really record like playing games against people a whole lot, because it gets disgusting after a while. I have some games where me and Dennis were playing drunk, but yeah, I don't know. I'm good. What do you say? And again, I'm not like 5-year-old fucking plays all the time good. I quickly understand the games fast. Like, it doesn't take me very long to figure out how these games work. And then I refine it to an art, like with State of Decay 2. Man, I've figured that game inside and out. There is no secrets left to me in that game. There may be things that I haven't seen yet, but that's about it. Anyways. Alright, I don't know. I just want to tell a story. Story time! Yeah. Have a good night.